Hey, have you guys been surfing? Oh, you can't surf. Sorry, Joe. In general,
Why do you do that, Peter? That was
I
just like
just
so
forgot.
uncool. That's
I
your
forgot.
friend, bro.
I know. I forgot. Sorry, Joe. Sorry. He's in quarantine.
Any Kine live. And the Any Kine call is real. Getting kind of any kind
What kind of work is this, you two?
of Any Kine live.
Look at the chain is out, gigantic, and he wants to land the city.
Welcome back to another episode of Any Kind Live. We're going to jump back into the conversation with Joe Turpel.
Hey, have you guys been surfing? Oh, you can't surf. Sorry, Joe. But in general,
Why do you do that, Peter? That was just
I
like
just
so
forgot.
uncool. That's
I
your
forgot.
friend, bro.
I know. I forgot. Sorry, Joe. Sorry.
You know what's
He's
funny
in
is
quarantine.
I went to Idaho snowboarding, which was great, like unreal. And then
Oh, that's good. Right
went
there.
to Joshua Tree to see my sister and her boyfriend because I knew I was leaving for a while. And then it was like the family time, making sure everything was in place. And then I went into quarantine. I knew it. I was like, oh no, it's going to be a long time since I surfed. Because then going into 2 weeks, I don't think I've surfed for 2 weeks. So it's going to be a month by the time I'm out.
Oh, and you'll be ready. Board shorts.
It'll feel so good. It'll feel so
Really
good. I mean,
looking forward to it.
Shoulder. will
So,
probably
Peter,
appreciate it, too.
Yes.
Pete, I've been surfing, but with my new kind of like hair growth that I'm continuing,
Yep.
it has given me
It's all right.
license to. Well, it's given me license to not ride a shortboard. So I haven't ridden a shortboard since December. So I haven't ridden a performance shortboard since December. I've been riding hybrids, mid-lengths, and heavy longboards and wood to this day.
Will you ever go
And
back?
it's cool to be groovy, bro. I'm telling you right now, it is so nice to be groovy, especially with all these crowds and stuff that we have over here. Is riding groovy equipment. You get more waves. There's no expectation on you ripping. I don't know if I'm gonna go back. I don't know.
I don't think you will, actually. You might
You
even
deserve
spurn a
that, man.
career. Kaipo could have
Yeah.
a professional surfing career back with this grooviness.
I think so too.
Yeah. If I could just play music or shape a board, I think I could have tapped into that stuff, but
You
I
can.
don't have either of those
I
skill
bet you
sets.
shape a pretty good board, dude. Just by knowing
I
you.
think so too.
You right? You do agree, Joe?
Yeah, he's
I think
just
you'd
been
shape
around it
pretty,
his whole life.
pretty good.
Thanks.
It could be a fun
I
little
don't think
tick.
and if you're just cruising, I don't think it takes much to make a surfboard work, to tell you the truth. I think like when you're on the high level, you're feeling like all these like little intricacies, but like for like normal surfing, I don't think it takes much to make a board work, bro. I think I could take like some of these like US blanks or Arctic foam plugs
Yeah,
and just like
boil it.
ride it. Yeah.
I shaped one more.
The
with a
rockers
lot
That
of-
would be
Sorry, man.
groovy. That would be groovy.
And it
Like
worked.
right here. Look, I got a blank right here.
But when you just like
I bet
get out when you catch waves, and like especially when you talk about what you've been riding lately and cruising and having fun on the feeling, like you could make something that you enjoy riding, and you'd be so stoked that you made it.
Look at my swallow. This is what I was gonna do for a swallowtail. This is my blank, actually. Biofoam. What do you
That's-
think that would work?
Okay. Let me just give you some commentary. That's way too deep of a swallow right there.
No,
Those,
come
like,
on, dude. I've never tried it.
That is the point. Eat your heart out.
But
That
what I
thing
was
is
saying is those
This is biofoam.
those close tolerant blanks like are so close to a finished shape that you can ride that right there. Yeah. Biofoam, yep. Made in Mexico. What's his name? Adam and the crew over there at Arctic Foam.
Why
it
would
Adam?
you think that swallow wouldn't work, Kipes?
It's a little too deep, bro. Are you kidding me? Like, look at
What if I was
like-
going super fast?
dude.
Well,
I
what
just
did
think all
that
you
feel
need
like
to
it-
do is
You know what, Kaipo?
Yeah.
That's groovy.
Deep wheelfin. Won't stop that deep swallow. That'd be great.
I'd be impressed if you glassed it. 'Cause I would think that deep of a swallow, you're going to get some like flexing individually with the wings of the swallowtail, with the swallows. But that might be a cool feeling. Oh, he's got a keel fin. Watch, there it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's exactly what you need on that thing.
And then it wouldn't be that deep of a swallow. It'd be groovy. I could go fast. And like, look,
So what happens?
I'll tell you, I have my performance boards, and I actually have. Ooh, I got this board. I got to show you. You would like it, actually.
What? We're getting a peek in. We're getting a peek into Pete's Freeline quiver, and that's something sexy.
This is you, Kaipo, dude.
So-
Spine
tech. Well,
neck beard,
round pin.
neck
Oh my
beard,
gosh. Round pin.
boxes, so you can go quad.
But so Pete, I'm really confused. I'm confused by your
Why?
board though, because
What?
a neck beard would typically be a chop tail, and so
This is a
you have a
new.
round pin there.
It's something that. It's just hey, we're always trying to refine things, right?
But it's a completely. I mean, maybe the front
beard,
part of the
round
board's a neck beard, but the rear part of the board is not a neck beard because it's a chop tail.
Yeah, but this is the rocker's good. It's a glider,
Oh.
and this board, like if you look at it, it makes you want to do round things. Look at how round it is.
No, round is good.
Round figure eights.
That's
Anyway,
functional.
Joe, it's all right. I'm taking up your time. You got stuff going on?
That thing, oh, dude, believe me, this is
No,
great. I'm stoked to hang out. with you guys.
Joe's got a dinner reservation, Pete. It's
Okay.
in an hour. I'm gonna keep.
I'm
focused.
never gonna shape that swallow, just so you know. It wouldn't work.
What? Why not?
Yeah, it's too deep. It's too
It's too
deep.
deep.
We talked about it. It is.
Oh, really?
That shit was so obvious.
I know it is. But shoot, whatever. Gotta try stuff too, right? I'd never tried anything that deep. Have you ever tried anything that deep?
No,
No.
but I'm gonna tell you something about surfboard design. The same shit that worked in the 70s or the 80s or the 90s that we all learned. We can already apply that to new design and know that like this is going to do this and this is going to do this and this is going to do this. Like these are the things that we know because surfing's old. Okay, so I'm gonna
What's in your board bag,
queue
Joe?
up my.
I want one question. What's in his board bag? Come on, what's in your board bag?
You know what? I got a brand new travel bag. Big thanks to, this is the actual name. It's called
Yes, I know.
Douchebags DB.
I know, douchebag.
And I was filling it up, and our good friend Ronnie Blakey was like, "Oh, great, you have a great travel bag, but don't bring it. I've got some great boards that are your size
Here,
and that you're
I'm
going
gonna
to
show you
love."
Awesome.
I'm still
That
listening, Joe.
makes
Go
life
ahead.
so much easier. Uh-oh. Pete's gonna
I
bring
was
out
like-
something. Yeah. I like traveling light like that, but the anticipation I have right now because there he is. Oh, he's got the board bag.
Oh, there's the bag. He's carrying
They
the
got bags
DB.
now.
The douche.
Yeah.
So again,
They're really
another
They're pretty nice
Expandable.
bags, dude. They're really clean and
Expandable from 5'8" to 6'4", and it just folds at the end.
yeah, you can roll it up.
Yeah. Boom, and then clip them. Fits right in the car.
you know
Yeah, they work like team. I think Jordy, Sage, and a bunch of them are on the program officially.
Jordan,
but Wes Schaffner, who we always see in Europe, he was like, "Hey," they just emailed a bunch of us and was like, "What do you like in a board bag?" As they were doing the product development, and I think they just zeroed in on all the things you need and then added some new features to make it pop. So I'm like, "Oh, whoa, this is a new brand jumping into this category. I think I'm glad that, of course, Freeline would carry it, being the best shop in the world. So I'm stoked, Pete, that you got him in shop.
I'm just now getting the gear. I'm wondering if I should be on it. It's pretty expensive though. It is quality though. I'll give it that. Very, very nicely done.
Very nice.
Pete, we know that Freeline is, if not the best surf shop in the world, top 5 best surf shops in the world. Just the fact that you have the latest equipment. That was a testament to the strength of Freeline.
Look at that. Wasn't even. That was totally organic, right? Joe, I mean, that was not staged. That was any time.
Yeah, and Pete, I have a good story because I was calling like a QS. I think you were in Europe. The time change was ridiculous. John was in the QS. I'm calling it. There's a surfboard factory here in Hawaii called Fine Line. I got confused. I said, and of course, you know, the family business, and I say Fine Line Surf Shop. And bro, it must have been 3 a.m. or something your time, Pete. And you sent me a text like,
come on, bro.
Like, oh, I'm sorry.
My job.
I know. Bad on me.
Nice. I wasn't mean about it, was I?
No, I was.
No, it wasn't like that at all.
I was a kook just to say the wrong name, dude. Like that was on me. That was like horrible. It's like, yeah.
You're not the first. It's okay.
Now control room.
Anytime live. Come on, Joe.
What was that? Oh, some words?
No, well, some names of how they're proper names. Never mind.
There's a lot. I mean, because sometimes there's like the version that is sort of publicized, and then the version how it's pronounced where they're from, and then some surfers are okay with their sort of name that's morphed into, you know, cultures that pronounce it a certain way, and some, you know, are always like, oh no, this is actually how it goes. So I always think it's good to actually ask them which way it's going to roll. And sometimes that does change throughout a career. I was just talking to Michelle on Caught Inside. I didn't drop that, but Caught Inside, the podcast I'm working on. But I asked Michelle about pronouncing Teahupo'o. And it's a conversation we've had with Kaipo and with Pete and all of us over the years, because when it first was publicized, it was always Chopu in the beginning. And so globally, that's how it's known, is it shortened to Chopes. And Michelle talked about how important it is to him now to have that real pronunciation for his kids, to hear Tahitian names the proper way. And even Mo'orea is pronounced Maz from some like locals where they just shorten things. And he likes to say it the full way. So I think
I like that.
It was cool to like actually get his take on now, and on how much I'm going to work on saying Teahupo'o, like from here on out. I'm going to take the ch sound out of it, just like Kaipo does with all the names and Polynesian names specifically. So it's on, you guys. Here we go.
No, you know what? It's all, bro. It's crazy. We've been away from each other for a long time. Fa'a. Yeah, fa'a. But it's we've been away from and
people know.
Yeah, that's where you land is in fa'a. So Joe, you read my mind, because I was gonna bring that up and give you, first of all, bring everyone's attention. There's Caught Inside, it's Joe's podcast. It's awesome. You got to check it out. He's a natural podcaster. It's been very, very entertaining to watch. And the conversation we talked about names is Michel Borez. You know, everybody's been kind of muddy about it. And then it was really cool to hear Michelle say, no, we're going to say it right now. So it's going to be a little of a challenge, because it's not an easy word, Teahupo'o. And that's the way it is. But I love that conversation. And I love Caught Inside.
Still say choke, all right?
No, you say... You see,
come on, just a couple times to throw it down to chopes, you know, here and there. It's okay.
And
then you come out with the right way, right?
So what happens even here in Hawaii is that we have Kamehameha Highway, and people tend to just shorten it to Cam Highway, which is, I've always like cringe a little bit on it. You know what I mean? Like I'm not super pumped on it. So I appreciate where Michelle's coming from. Teahupo'o. Te is like the, ahu is like an altar, and po'o is like your head. It's not like, it is what it is. That's the word for it. But anyway, I digress.
Uh-oh.
I love the helmet.
Uh-oh.
The Simba surf helmets. The Simba surf helmet's real, bro, and it's in the shop right now. And I want to propose this to Joe Turpel. The leash changed surfing. The impact vest has helped. The inflatable vest has helped. Now we're looking at helmets. What do you think, Joe? I mean, is this going to be the next thing that we're going to see widespread throughout surfing?
Yes, and being spending so much time on the North Shore, I've seen this. It's not only okay to wear a helmet; it's kind of the right thing, especially for how young all these kids are that are surfing pipeline. Specifically, that's where you see all the helmets, and it's really cool. It's going, wait, this is actually incredibly smart to do, and especially in sessions like that when you're a kid at pipeline, it's not like you're catching 1,000 waves. You're waiting with your helmet on. And for your moment to shine, you're usually not getting the choice waves out there. And if it is a closeout, like, why not have a helmet on for protection? And I think it's definitely what you're saying. It's cool because we've seen old footage for decades with, from Liam to Tommy Carroll, of like helmets being worn back in the day. But then there was sort of a time where I felt like they disappeared. So now that it's not only okay, it's smart, it's a safe way to surf a lot of waves, not just pipeline. I think Pete's going to sell out of those things in no time.
It's still a little tough, to be honest. Seriously, I mean,
well, maybe
helmets have not caught on. And you heard what happened at WinCon, right?
Yeah. Oh, right. That was so sad.
And that was a head injury, 100%.
Oh.
So.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I guess that's the next,
heavy.
Right? So right now you think helmets, you think pipeline.
Yeah, it was a head injury.
So now you have to think, wait, helmets in California point breaks should be a new thing too.
Oh, helmets a crowded day at Newport Beach or Huntington Pier. Geez, savages. Helmets at lower trestles would give you so much more confidence to just sit in the middle of the pack and actually let people run you over or paddle in front of people or do whatever. You know what I mean? It's a mess out there.
It shouldn't change your behavior. You're not going to do contact surfing now.
Oh, sorry.
Like, I don't even need to duck dive. This thing is bonk.
You do kind of. I mean, I've seen it. There's a red version of that thing, and it's bright red, and you can see it for sure. And it almost feels like sometimes it's like a magnet, right? It kind of, you get drawn to it. To the helmet.
I just went straight into battle mode with my imaginary helmet on, that I'm just going to paddle through the pack. Like, I don't care. I got the helmet, dude. Like, head down.
But it's a good point. I was only thinking about all the helmets I saw on the North Shore. And then now that I'm thinking about it, I was like, wait, yeah, with all the scary things that happen at just crowded lineups where the amount of surfers is the biggest danger, that's when you put one on. That's probably going to be the hardest one to jump into because people aren't thinking super dangerous at first. And I personally haven't worn one yet in the water, so I'm not sure if there's a little bit of adjustment period that you have to feel. Have you guys worn one in the water? Is it harder to surf with?
Yeah, I went out at Pleasure Point with mine on with a 7/8 hybrid mid-length, actually, and went out there.
Nice.
At Pleasure Point. It was good. It was probably surprising for people because I was probably stereotyped right away. I know I was stereotyped and judged right away because there was a guy who actually said it to me when I paddled out. He's all,
what did he say?
Whoa.
What are you doing, dude?
Well, no, at first he's like, he said he judged me, watched me paddle across, and he's like, he's all, well, the guy can kind of paddle, but he's got a helmet on. He's riding a big old fat mid-length. And then I like instantly just turned and went on a wave right away. I just took a wave, and he was right there for it. And it was a good little pangies wedge. And he's like, "What the hell?" Like, he kind of was like bummed he's going to burn me, and then he realized it was me. He's all, "Dude, I judged you right away." I was thinking, "Who is this kook?"
That's what I wanted to hear. That's what I wanted to hear. I wanted to hear like a story of a civilian calling Peter Mel a kook because he had his helmet and his mid-length on. So you don't judge a book by its cover ever, right?
I guess. There you go. Moral of the story.
I want to see that session, man. I'd love to see you ride a mid-length, Pete.
It's, you know what? It's too bad that only Surfline Rewind only lasts, I think, for 2 days or something like that, even with premium. But so you can't go back all the way to, whatever, March. Although if you went into the Surfline's archives, I bet you they have it's recorded somewhere, right? So if you really needed it, you can go back. I just have to figure out the date.
I have the time to do that. Right now.
Yeah, you. Well, Peter Mel, you turn a 10.6, so I'm sure like a 7.8's like candy for you, and I'm sure you rip on a mid length. So
it's actually that's a surprising thing, Kaipo, is that I know that's why you've been riding a mid length. We discussed this earlier in regards to what you've been doing lately in surfing and how groovy you've been on a mid length.
I've been groovy, super groovy.
We are actually worried that you might not go back to a shortboard.
Yeah, I mean the hybrids and the mid lengths and the longboards paddle really well, and they catch waves and they connect sections, and I mean, there's a lot of good stuff going on with those things,
It's so funny, huh? It's like you have to feel like you have to give yourself permission to ride a board like that,
Right? Isn't it funny?
You have to have long hair like
it is
Kaipo.
funny. It is funny, but I think also your influence, like
you had to make a confession. You're like, guys, by the way, I have to tell you what I've been riding lately.
I know, it's so
tinted?
fun. Is it tinted? It's so
is
fun.
It like a tint? Come on, dude. Is it opaque or is it a tint?
No, I don't have tints on them. I don't have 3 fins. I've done the long twin fin thing too. I'm sure like the performance level isn't high, you know what I mean? But you do it off the lip, you do a floater, you do a cutback. I mean, that's pretty much what I'm doing anyway. So whatever,
Joe, do you have a mid length in your use bag?
No, I don't. I have an old 7.8 single fin. It was kind of like my first board I learned to stand on at Waikiki, but I never got rid of it. And I suppose that fits that mid-length category, old single fin, by a guy named Morlock. That's the logo on it. To this day, I have no idea where that was made, where it was, one of my dad's old boards. No even leash plug in it. Kind of a step deck, trippy looking set.
BYB.
And the board's so fun.
You want to see my first surfboard?
Yeah.
Why not, Pete? Let's see it.
You seen it? Have you seen it before?
Do you have it? Do you have it there?
I have it. Yeah, give me a second.
See, this is the good stuff about Any Kind Live, is that we get to dig into the catacombs of Freeline in Santa Cruz. Again, possibly the world's best surf shop. It's because of this kind of stuff. Whoa.
No way. Are you kidding me?
That's a pintail.
Dude, that's basically a Channel Islands pod mod with a single fin.
Wood fin too. It's battered, dude, but that thing's pretty small.
That thing is gorgeous.
It's pretty contemporary.
1970, but how's that? That's what I asked for. And then look here, like it's got my dad's name, right? Where is it? Yeah, my dad's name, and then mine.
Yeah, John here. And Peter. Did you spell your own name right there, Peter?
I don't know.
I can tell by the print.
Yeah. He probably put a pencil in my hand and guided it. I don't know how to write.
Guided it. Yeah.
But
that is so.
There's no way I could write this.
No.
Sorry.
Hey Joe, you want to hear something interesting? This is trivia.
Yes.
First time I surfed an amateur heat against Peter Mel, I was much taller than he was, and I was looking at this little curly-headed, like kid from Santa Cruz, like all short. Like I hit puberty real early, and I was just like, Well, we were in Ventura. I think we were in Ventura. I don't know what the event was.
Invitational.
And I fully underestimated him. Like, I think he won the heat. It was a 6-man heat. I think I got 4th and like was out of competition, and so it taught me a lot. But yeah,
Sorry, Kaipo.
I know, dude. Why'd you do that? That was like,
And look where it got us today.
We're still here.
So cool, man. I love small talks like that. Like at the heat, like right now, I would just love to watch.
So would I, actually.
Bro, if you look at the
It would be sick.
next episode, Pete and I talk to Joe about something that he loves, and that's music. We may even get him to perform. Check it out in the next episode. Remember, hit the like, subscribe to the channel, leave your comments below, and aloha. Thank you for watching Any Kind Live.